Say, hey, why they looking at me sideways? Bitch, I got the gun on top. Ain't nobody gave a fuck, and now I'm close to the top. So now they coming out the woodwork. They saying my name. You gon' see how far this gun squirt go chasing that bang. Say fuck the rap shit. I'm really deep in these streets. Ain't nothing changed. Did my time to take a break. Recollecting my brain. Now I'm more focused than ever. I need the spokes and the leather. 84's the better. Say they ain't no competitor. Shout out my real house. Still clued up. We all know you in the bed with your bitch pulled up. She leave you broke, but we some real deal peas. Now they street blood, blowing AK, fully loaded weed, leave it till you smoking.
Alright, what's up? I be the nigga dying in the club. Keep talking shit, you get hit. Won't even make it to the car for the stick. Alright, what's up? I be the nigga dying in the club. Keep talking shit, you get hit. Won't even make it to the car for the stick. Where you from? 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 Loco, jumped on the beat, no pogo. Pockets so big they on sumo. About my cho-cho, try to jack me, that's a no-no. Texas T got me moving slow-mo. Mix it with the pressure, yeah, you know that's a go-go. Stay on my wild shit, nigga, call me Steve-O. Bustin' out the people, losing out of control. It's my way, motherfucker, call me Carlino. Gotta get mine, blowing up, no landmine. Hang a nigga quick like a clothesline. Niggas by that action, just watch for the gun line. Nigga, don't try me, cause I rumble. Gotta steal fast jab, make you stumble. Keep running with that sack, make you fumble. Alright, what's up? I be the nigga dying in the club. You talking shit, you get hit. Won't even make it to the car for the stick. Alright, what's up? I be the nigga dying in the club. Keep talking shit, you get hit. Won't even make it to the car for the stick. Where you from? 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 Yeah.
Man, oh man, everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Reckless Talk with the Reckless Talk Podcast, Reckless Talk Sports Podcast, Reckless Talk Management and Promotions, A1 Music Empire, 1836 Entertainment, Houston City Beat. We are the storytellers of Houston. Man, this is episode 140 something. I'll be losing count. Man, we kicking it with founder of All About the Culture, my guy Phatboy. What's going on, my guy?
All good, man. All good.
Man, it's an honor to have you on here, man. Like we've been planning this for a while now, man. So it's dope to have you on here, bro. For real. Man, we gonna get right into it, man. Man, tell everybody where you from and what was it like growing up in your city. If your accent don't give it away already.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out that boot, man. Lake Charles, man. Lake City shit. You know what I'm saying? It was real hood down here. You know what I'm saying? Like 85% of my city was hood, you know? So shit, and 90% of my city was poor. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, it was rough out here, man, straight up. So we had to get it any way we could, man. And you know, that's why I motherfucking end up doing a lot of time out here, you know.
Yeah, man, you definitely got a story to tell, which we gonna hear it today. But just to catch everybody up, man, Phatboy started this group called All About the Culture. They got almost 20,000 members in this group. But what I love about it, man, it's more than just a Facebook group. It's really all about the culture. You know what I mean? And with me being in the music industry, I made so many connections. I've interviewed so many dope artists through your platform. You know what I mean? Because of your platform, you and Kent. You know what I mean? Excuse me. But before we get to that, man, let's back up. Like, you from Louisiana, man. You had a hard life in and out the system. You know what I mean? Been in and out of jail since you was 12 years old. You know what I mean? The streets raised you. The OGs raised you. and you decided to turn your life around when you had your first child in your mid-20s, man. Let's go back to the first time you got locked up. Why do you think you was in and out?
Well, for one, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't had no real parental guidance, man. Pops wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Mom's worked a few different jobs, so she really wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So all I had was free time. And all that free time took away my free time. You know what I'm saying? On the cool. Cause all I had was streets to go to, man. I ain't had nobody showing me this is what a man do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how you be a real man. You know what I'm saying? So the streets told me, man, and you know that led to things that I shouldn't have been doing. And it led to some unfortunate time dealing. You know what I'm saying? So
man, would you say it's fair to say that hip hop raised you?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Like I said, I didn't have no father figure. I didn't have nobody there telling me this is what it's like to be a man. So on the cool, man, the people that I had most consistently in my life was the OGs from Houston through their music. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't know me way back in the gap, but I feel like I've been knowing them for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, they the ones that raised me because, like, on the cool, big homie Zero, man, you know, I pull up and I show out for Zero all the time, man, and it's all love, you know, but he was the most consistent in my ear because whatever he was rapping about at the time, I was going through it. Whether it was being homeless and sleeping in abandoned houses, you know what I'm saying, or being a jack boy, you know what I'm saying, to having that work, you know what I mean? Like, whatever he was rapping about, I was going through it. Even when he was trying to change, become a better person and didn't know how. I wanted that, but didn't have any guidance to get that. You know what I mean? And all the way up until now, man, where he just like on this grown man shit, like, fuck everybody else. Y'all do what y'all want to do. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Just don't fuck with me. I won't fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
so,
that's roll on day.
For real.
That's definitely roll on day. Man, I think it's dope, man, how you can turn, I'm going to use the word tragedy. You know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean? Your childhood and your upbringing and everything you went through was a tragedy.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean? You was dealt cards that a lot of people wouldn't be able to make it out and wouldn't be able to play them the right way or the correct way. You know what I mean? So big ups to you, man. I got nothing but mad respect for you. You already know how I feel about you, my guy. You know what I mean? Yo, this group you started, bro, you started a movement. You guys,
I take pride in that, man, because, you know, on the cool, the real reason I started this group was because when I joined the Rowheads group, I met two people in Rowheads that I really clicked with, and they were creators. You know what I mean? They were artists in their own fashion, and like, I had nowhere that I could expose them, you know what I mean? Get them out there, you know, their artistry out there to be appreciated as it should have been, as I felt it should have been. You know what I mean? And those two people was Delonte Jones, long live Mr. I'm Just Being Honest. You know what I'm saying? And motherfucking Hiram Clark Kent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was the two main reasons that I started All About the Culture, man. And then it became something so much bigger. You know what I mean? It started to include more artists. You know what I mean? Just if you was dope at what you do, we rocking with you. You know what I mean? Straight up.
Yeah. So that was gonna be my question too. How did you meet those two individuals? So it was through the Zero group.
Oh yeah, it was through Rowheads.
That's dope. That's dope as hell, man. Big shout out to Delonte. Rest in peace, man. We lost him about a month ago. You know what I mean? Hiram Clark Kent, that's my guy right there. Man, talking about Kent, man, let's pull this up real quick. Man, everybody pull up This Saturday, Harlem Clark Kent's 31st birthday bash at the Social Circle 211, located at 14571 South Main Street, Houston, Texas, 77035. Like I said, this Saturday from 6 p.m. to midnight, Harlem Clark Kent birthday bash. Before it starts at 6, performances starting at 7. Everybody be in the building. We got casual tees, Tony with the good brisket coming through, and we got our goodie bag boys coming through too. Everybody be there. Phatboy gonna be in the motherfucking house. It goes down, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to that boy Harlem Clark Kent, man. Today his actual motherfucking birthday. Happy birthday, my G. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. I'm glad you can make it, bro. It definitely wouldn't have been the same party without you, bro. So I'm glad everything worked out where you and the wife can make it, bro. It's gonna be super dope. I'm excited for it. And I was telling Ken last night on the radio, man. You know, it's kind of a special event and a special moment for myself. I look at it as a special event because this is actually gonna be the last event I'm hosting in Houston until next year. You know what I mean? With us going on tour and everything else we got going on, you know what I mean? And then this is the first event we had since March where we had the whole crew together. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be dope as fuck. It's gonna be super dope. For real. Yeah. Man, let's go back to when you was a kid, man. When you was a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
A hustler.
Yo, my God, that's some real shit, though. That's some real shit.
The hustlers had everything I wanted to have. You know what I'm saying? They had the cars, they had the clothes, they had the jewels, they had the hoes. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I knew. That's all I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm older, of course, you know, my wants have changed, my needs have changed. You know what I'm saying? But back then, that's what it was, man.
Yo, and that's real. That's real, man. My bad. I keep seeing a squirrel run by my window and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Now that's real though, man. You know what I mean? Like growing up in the situation you grew up in, the environment you grew up in, and you know that's a real ass answer. Like that's some real ass shit. You wanted to be what you seen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's some real shit, man. Big shout out to Dustin Hayes, man, another dope ass artist. He said, "I swear to God, Reckless, I learned more culture and history on your channel than any other I watch." Respect, bro. Appreciate you. Dustin, another artist that's in the All About the Culture group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They said, "Awesome, it's my B-Day too." That's legend. Oh man, big shout out to Dustin Hayes, man. Happy birthday, my guy.
Happy
yeah, dope. Hell yeah. Okay. But yeah, man, that's real, bro. So you grew up in the streets, you know what I mean? You wanted to be a hustler, you in and out of jail. Man, I know this answer, but tell everybody what changed you, man, and what made you grow up. Let's just put it like that. What made you grow up and realize this ain't the life I want to live anymore?
Well, about 3 years before my daughter was born was the last time I got out of prison. And at that point, I wanted different. I didn't want to keep living the same vicious cycle. I didn't know how to go about it, but that's what I wanted. And about 3 years into it is when my first daughter was born. And the moment I looked her in her eyes, I knew what I had to do. You know what I mean? I had to leave them streets alone. You know what I mean? So I secluded myself, man, for like 10 years. I'm talking going to work, going home, you know, straight family man business. You know what I'm saying? And it became to where anything done in repetition becomes a natural motion. You know what I mean? So I kept doing it for so long that's what I became. You know what I mean? So I finally became what I wanted to achieve my entire life, but didn't know that that's what I wanted to achieve.
Yeah, man, I definitely salute you on that, man, because there's still people struggling with that lifestyle, you know what I mean? Regardless if they got kids or not. So in saying that, what advice or what words of inspiration do you have for somebody that's probably watching in the future that's still fighting that lifestyle between living the right life and still in them streets?
I'll tell you what, man, what did it for me was the years of seclusion. You got to seclude yourself away and isolate yourself away from the things, the places, and the people that you was around when you was going places you didn't want to end up.
Yeah.
You got to get the fuck away from that. You know what I'm saying? Until you build up enough resistance to the temptation that you don't have to go back to fuck with the same people. You know what I'm saying? Like I got people that I'll go holler at every now and then that I was fucking with when I was going to places I ain't want to be. But after the years of seclusion, I built up myself so strong that I can resist the temptation. I see where the time's going. And if it's about to go there, all right, man, I'm gonna fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be cool.
Hell yeah. Man, and then excuse me, hiccups. Shit. And would you say so? Like we said, growing up, you know what I mean. You the OGs and the gangsters. You know that's who you looked up to. You know, obviously the music artists also. So would you say once you changed your life that the artist had even more an effect on the positive aspect of your life?
Maybe not so much more effect, but the same effect. You know what I mean? Like just in a different way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Now instead of me listening to Zero and him telling me how to go get it with this little corner right here, you know what I'm saying? Now he telling me how to stay away from the bullshit. You know what I mean? Now he teaching me how to stay strong and stay away from them streets. And yeah, I know they calling you, but you ain't got to answer it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell
So yeah, I mean, it started from a young age, man. Like I'm 11, 12, 13 years old, man. My big homies down here coming back from the H, you know what I'm saying, with whatever they coming back with, plus some gray tapes or some clip tapes. You know what I'm saying? It was all screwed up. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that all started from with the music with me. You know what I mean? At a young age, man.
That's dope, man. And I love, you know what I mean, the homage you pay, the respect you have for these artists, bro. To be able to let's go into all about the culture. So like you said, you met D and Kent through the road page and everything.
Yeah.
What was the exact moment, if you could recall, where you was like, you know what, I got to do more for these artists?
It was, I guess, when I seen, like now the thing that made me think it was there was 3 other culture groups that I joined right after I got accepted in the Rowheads. One of them was Screw Tape Legends. Another one was Screwed Up Click, R.I.P. DJ Screw. And another one was All Screwed Up. That was the 3 culture groups that I joined. And I seen how they put on for SUC. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like, no disrespect, because it's all respect to the Screwed Up Click. You know what I'm saying? That's what originated my love for the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I felt like there was more artists that deserved to have that love. You know what I mean? That were staples in the Houston culture. You know what I'm saying? Like Slim Thug, Paul Wall, you know what I mean? And then it goes even further down the line to look, the second gen Screwed Up Click. You know what I'm saying? And
Big shout out to
SPC.
252.
You know what I'm saying? SPC. You know what I'm saying? Point Blank, Klondike Cat, Dope E, K Reno. You know what I'm saying? Murder One. You know what I mean? Like
KO.
some of these ain't Screwed Up Click. So they get no love in them culture groups. But they do now. They do now, and I salute that. You know what I'm saying? But it's those culture groups that inspired me to create All About the Culture.
Yeah.
And make it what it is. You know what I mean? Because
I'm glad you made that comment, man, because that's so true. Because big shout out to Carino, man, the Wizard. I'm in one of his groups. It's a fan group that's out of Europe. He got a huge following, as you know, out of Europe, right?
Yeah.
And I posted something like it had to do with hip hop, but it had nothing to do with K Reno.
Nah.
Man, they got on my ass.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
and Will.
Strictly a K Reno group. Nobody
Yeah.
else. I'm like, whoa. So
Yeah.
I definitely feel what you're saying, bro. And I love this because we've known each other for a while, and I never knew how the group got started. So that's dope as fuck. Cause that really we doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You doing we doing the same thing, but you doing it through your group, and I'm doing it through my platform and through my management company, right?
Yeah.
So it's like we doing the same thing, but on different avenues, and we still got brought together. Like I said, through the All About the Culture, Home Clark Kent, Delonte, Lady Lunatic,
Lunatic, Ira Foster, Dedication.
Yeah, Foster. You know what I mean? Like all these artists.
Good life, you know what I'm
saying? Brett. You know what I mean? Big shout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Outlaws.
Like, real shit. You know what I mean? So it's I've seen what the group is about, and it's dope, bro. Like I said, it's more than a Facebook group. It's an actual a movement. It really is, man. If y'all don't know about All About the Culture, man, go in. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, in the description, man, I got the All About the Culture link, man. Y'all go ahead and follow that Facebook group. It is over 19,000 strong, man, for real. And y'all started, what, 2 years ago, if that?
Nah, it's like a year and a half, a little bit over a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yeah. We make 2 years on December 29th.
That's dope. That's dope, man. Unfortunately, man, you know, people come together when tragic happens, right?
Yeah.
What was it, Big Pokey passing?
Man, yeah.
That really blew that group up?
Yeah, we blew up, man. We went from probably 3,000 to probably 12,000 in a matter of a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Now I hate that. That's why we blew up. I hate that that happened. Then we blew up. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was pretty distraught over that shit, man. Like I was taking a nap. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. And me and my wife was planning to go see Pokey that September because he was gonna do the Crank It Up show over there in Hiram Clark.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And me and my wife was gonna pull up and see Big Pokey for the first time.
You talking about the Crank It Up with Al B?
Yeah.
Shout out Al B. I went to the Crank It Up 5 this year with him. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Had flipped there and shit.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Last time he had Street Military. You know what I'm saying? Like. Yeah. But yeah, I was taking a nap, man, and I woke up, and you know, first thing I do, man, with All About the Culture shit, I'm checking shit. You know what I mean? It's the first thing I see, man. Tears start coming down my eyes, man. I walk in the living room. My wife see me. She automatically know what time it is. Just come console me. You know what I mean? Like, it was fucked up, man. That shit was
you mentioned your wife, bro. That's another thing I love, man. It's like your family's involved in this too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. That's how we Lady
Lunatic. Your wife and Lady Lunatic. You know what I mean? Shout out to Lady Lunatic. She's been on my show also. So to be able to go through this journey with your wife, with your daughter, out of respect, I didn't upload a picture of your daughter. There's a few pictures with your daughter.
Yeah, that's all good.
But how does that make you feel, man, where your daughter and your wife is part of the culture and they love it and they, you know what I mean, they travel with you and you know what I mean, everything you do?
I mean, it's a family affair, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, together we are strong people, man. That's a family values, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever we do it together, man. You know
that's dope, bro. I love that for you, bro, because I got the same thing. You know what I mean? With my wife and my kids, like especially my youngest daughter, man, she loves coming to these concerts. She met K Reno. She met a bunch of artists. We started a scrapbook for her, so when she gets older, she could love it and understand it more. You know what I mean? She don't understand who she's taking pictures with now.
Yeah.
She's gonna love it as she get older. You know what I mean? Same with my wife, man. You see, you know, she travels with us on the road for these tours and everything. We got going. She plays a major part in our success, man. So that's real dope that you have that back and also for real. Man, let's talk about Drew 5'2" and Home Clark Kent, man.
Dogs, man.
Dope ass artists, bro. Two dope ass artists. They both will Drew will be performing on Saturday also, man. Let's tell everybody a little bit of back end on the relationship you have with those two fellas.
Man, I met with Lil Drew. We linked up with him the first time. It was at Michael Gaddy video shoot for Bang & Screw. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was featuring Mello Montana and Shorty Mac from the SUC, original SUC shit. Shorty Mac, my motherfucking birthday twin. You know what I'm saying? So that shit was dope. But shit, Tight Eyes was there. Mixed Breed was there. You know what I'm saying?
Big shout out to my guy, Mixed Breed. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shit, we linked up there, man. And Lil Drew, if you know Lil Drew put on for his motherfucking self. No matter where he at, no matter who the fuck there, Drew gonna put on for his motherfucking self.
Facts.
Shit, I respect the shit out of that. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit, if you want it, you gotta go get it, goddamn it, and he go get it.
Drew's a dope artist, man. Dope dude in general, man. For real. Man, that motherfucker got so much energy. I love it. I love it, man. He a little firecracker. I love it, man. He was on. We did an episode on my sports show like a week or two ago on Olympics, man. And that's one thing. That's one thing I love about doing what I do, man. When you actually get to meet and actually build a relationship with these artists, and you get to know them outside of their persona. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Drew's one of those artists. I got a real good relationship with him. Like, we really close. You know what I mean? I look at him like my little brother. And like the conversations we be having some deep conversations where I gotta sit back and like, I look at my phone like, this is coming from Drew. You know what I mean? Yeah. You used to seeing them just on stage. Like I said, this goes back. Like I said, you get to know them and shit. So we on our sports show last week, 2 weeks ago. Like I said, we talked about the Olympics, and man, I'm just watching him, man, and it's so dope to hear his passion, because he's not just passionate about music. The man's passionate about life. You know what I mean? And when he knows something, he gonna stick to his guns. So big shout out to my guy, man. For real.
Yeah, that's my dog, man. You motherfucking right.
That's my guy.
Him and Kent got a few songs together. You know what I'm saying? Like, and man, them motherfuckers is like ice and fire, boy. But they complement each other so good. You know what I'm saying? Because Drew got all the motherfucking energy. He gonna hype you up, and that boy Kent come through all player like, you know what I'm saying?
With his suit on and shit, you know what I mean?
The boy Kent come through swag. That little Drew's pumping up everybody. Like they like their personalities are so different, but they complement the fuck out of each other, man.
Fact, yin and yang. Definitely, I definitely agree, man. They dope as fuck, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing both of them perform again this Saturday.
Yeah,
man. You know what I think is dope, bro? With this group. Man, let's keep it real, bro. We're going to keep it 100. Like, a lot of people might look at you and be like, oh, well, he's just a groupie. You know what I mean? And which you're 100% not. You know what I mean? And I love that that's not how the industry looked at you as. Because you truly do bring something to the industry. You know what I mean? You're not helping these big name artists directly, but the fact that you're helping the underground artists and these big name artists notice that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and let's keep it real, man. They adopted you. The people
bullshit.
That raised you, that didn't know raised you, end up adopting you. Like this picture right here says a lot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. This picture says a fucking lot right here. The legends that are in this picture alone. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to the concert pub that closed down early this year. That fucking sucked. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like it's just.
Yeah,
you know I mean, chilling with Zero. You know what I mean? Your wife, Lady Lunatic. You know what I mean? You Drew 5'2", Hon Clark Kent. I got so many.
That was at motherfucking Caro's, and that night Quiet Money Dot was performing, and we was in VIP with Dot, him and Sauce Park and shit. And look, they called Dot up to go to the stage, and look. They looked at us and was like, hey, yo, Phatboy, hey, it's time to go. So, shit, I went right up on stage with him.
Yeah. Big shout out to Quiet Money Dot, man. That's my guy right there.
Yeah. And the same night, Zero performed in that motherfucker.
That's dope. Hell yeah, that's dope as fuck. Hell yeah.
And then one of the
arrows, shit.
like when you say like that the OGs kind of adopted me, man, I really feel that. You know what I mean? Because I pull up on K Reno at his motherfucking apartment, you know what I'm saying, to get some tickets from him. We chopping it up on the corner for like 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was dope to me. That shit that I'd never forget. You know what I mean? And shit like that, man.
Yeah. Man, I'm glad you mentioned K Reno, man, because he's definitely one of them pioneers that paved the way for everyone in the industry, bro. And like, he's so humble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you said, you could pull up on him and you done had 45-minute conversations with him.
Yeah.
There's been times I called him to chop it up for a minute. Like you said, 45 minutes later, we still talking about nothing. You know what I mean? Like real cool dude, man. He real good dude. He really cares about the city and the people, man.
Right.
Big facts on that.
Motherfucking goat, man. Straight up.
Man, another person, man, Dion Garcia, CEO of A1 Music Empire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My big brother, my mentor, you know what I mean? So the fact that, like I said, it's so dope how, like, it's just how everything goes round. You know what I mean? Like, go back to your childhood. These legends are raising you without knowing they raising you. Here we are, old. We ain't old as fuck, but we getting there. You know what I mean? And it's like, without them knowing they raised you, you start all about the culture and they adopt you, bro. And that's major. You know what I mean? I've said it a few times on this show before, man. There's no music culture like the Houston culture.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean that. Like, anywhere, everyone has their own culture. Even outside of music, every city you go to, every state you go to, they have their own different culture, especially music. But I tell people all the time, man, the Houston music culture is like its own fucking world.
Right.
It's like going to a foreign country. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about this music, the music culture in Houston, man, for real. And I don't know if you noticed, bro, but you done opened so many doors for people through All About the Culture. You opened a lot of doors. A lot of collaborations were made because of the group, man. And I salute you, bro. King Kali, you know what I mean? If it wasn't All About the Culture, I would have never met you.
Right.
Therefore, I would never meet. I'm gonna tell this story never been told. You know what I mean? I've been trying. I was trying to get an interview with King Kali for months. Like I'm constantly messaging him, and he don't know who the fuck I am. Dude's busy. Got his music going. Got his the bully gang going. You know what I mean? I hit up Phatboy one day, and I'm like, Phatboy, look, I'm not looking for no handouts, no nothing. And if I'm lying, Phatboy, tell these people I'm lying. I'm like, look, I'm not looking for no handouts, no nothing, but I do need a favor from you. Man, I said, man, tell King Kali just to check his messages. Don't say nothing else. Jay Reckless message you. Check your messages. I didn't be like, yo, Phatboy, I need this interview. Get me this interview. I just call him and be like, yo, check your message. That's all I need. You know what I mean? So if it wasn't for Phatboy doing that interview would never happen. You know what I mean? So you definitely done helped a lot of people, including me. You know what I mean? So I definitely appreciate you, bro. And man, this is
together we are strong people, man. That's the motherfucking motto. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
let's
sir.
go, man.
It's ain't that, man. Let's run that real quick.
Straight up.
Let's run that. Let's see where we at. Let's go. All about the culture.
Phatboy out there, boot, man. Lake City shit. You know what I'm saying? Killer Clan shit. Stack pack business. We doing something a little different right here. You know what I'm saying?
Together we are strong people. Haters wanna see us down. I can't wait for them to see us now. Together we are strong people. Beg for them to let us in. Fuck asking, run the dividends. Together we are strong people. All positive, no negative tags. Group of talent, class and swag. Together we are strong people. Rockin' with me, I'm rockin' with you. Real shit, cause that's what we do. Together we are strong people. So where the solid congregate, where we only keep it real and we do despise fake. No hater allowed zone and we enforce it strong. If you on that bullshit, you can get the fuck on. If you bout a bag, expect us to endorse it. Slide on contact, watch how our human resource it. AADC, but we ain't a rock band. Legends and artists trying to get funds in our hands. Multi-talented and versed in a righteous fashion. Out the gate, we create no beginner action. Triggered and loaded, pin filled to the brim. This song alone people say why we not one of them. Ex-trapper, not a rapper, wordplay. I got 'em, not actor, check starter. Make me get action, building a team of men with needs met. This just the beginning, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Together we a strong people. Haters wanna see us down. I can't wait for them to see us now. Together we a strong people. Beg for them to let us in. Fuck asking, run them dividends. Together we a strong people. All positive, no negative tags. Group of talent, class and swag. Together we a strong people. Rockin' with me, I'm rockin' with you. Real shit, cause that's what we do. Together we a strong people.
1229 when it began. After Big Pokey passed, the group started to expand. Started off with just 3, now we 15,000. Niggas talk a lot of shit, but they just be mouthin'. We be actual bosses, sucker, yeah, we been some bad niggas. We be at the office fucking with them Killer Clan niggas. On the Clark, niggas know I straight slaughter on the beat. We got Phatboy in this bitch and K Water on the beat. Headquarters Lake Charles operating in Houston. Mister, I'm just being honest, you a native to Houston. Out that Bama, it's a party when you make it to Houston. If you not promoting in our group, then what are you doing? Anybody step to me, I'ma give them the blues. Cause a 7-foot nigga couldn't fit in my shoes. Y'all can have the leftovers, y'all some buzzers and vultures. When you see us holler all about the culture.
Together we a strong people. Haters wanna see us down. I can't wait for them to see us now. Together we a strong people. Beg for them to let us in. Fuck asking, run the dividends. Together we a strong people. All positive, no negative tags. Group of talent, class and swag. Together we a strong people. Rockin' with me, I'm rockin' with you. Real shit, cause that's what we do. Together we a strong people.
Hey, huge shout out to Phatboy, High Club Kid. K-Water, you did your motherfucking shit right here, nigga. All about the culture, the anthem. You know what the fuck going on?
Yeah. Hey, man, it took 5 motherfucking people from 3 different states to make that song happen.
Man, let's talk about. There's so much to talk about with that song. I love that song. I'm gonna give a background on that song to the people in a minute. But man, let's talk about the creative process. Like you said, 5 people, 3 states.
Yep.
Let's talk about how did that come about in the creative process of making that track.
My dog, long live Mr. I'm just being honest. It was his idea from the jump. He was like, yo, this shit blowing up. We about to have an anthem. We're gonna be the only motherfucking Facebook group with an anthem. Like, all right, bet that. Shit. He dropped the hook, sent that hoe to me. I got me and Kent linked up with K Water, you know what I'm saying? K Reno.
Man, how y'all get that? How y'all get K Water to get on that beat?
Clan shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't just buy these.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They adopted me. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, bro. Big shots to K Water, for real.
So I got with K Water, and K the Water was like, shit, just pull up. We're gonna do something. I sat there and watched that man make that beat from scratch.
Yeah.
With nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that bitch was dope, man. I was like, God damn, it's like watching a legend in his just doing his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Creating something out of nothing. And boy, he did something with that motherfucker.
Man, I remember when you first sent me that track. When you first sent me, we actually talked about this on the radio last night, me and Kent. Big shout out to Real Talk 100 Radio and Malcolm for having us last night. So when the day you sent me that track, I got told Kent last night, I don't remember what was going on in the hip hop world. Or it probably wasn't even, now that I think about it, it probably wasn't even something that was going on in the hip hop world. I was probably going through something.
Right.
I think that's what it was. I was going through something personally, and I didn't know I needed to hear that song, bro. You sent me that song. I ran it on the podcast, and I was just blown away. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, the world needs to hear this. And we actually had a radio interview that night. And what did I tell you? I'm getting this song played on the radio tonight, and I showing up did, bro. Because
I got the chills, just talking about that shit.
Yo,
man.
it's crazy how it happened. And like I I just thought about it. There wasn't nothing going on in the radio world. It was just me, where I needed to hear that. You know what I mean? Let me plug this in real quick. I needed to hear it. You know what I mean? And then like it just took off from there. You know what I mean? Like everyone loves that fucking song, bro. Like that's the song that's gonna stay in rotation for life. You know what I mean?
You know, in the game, man, in the rap game right now, man, it's like it's so much people compete. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm better than you, or we'll roll up on you. You know what I mean? Like, man, put them guns down. You know what I'm saying? We can get more accomplished if we stand together. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about your color, your beliefs, your theology. I don't care who your deity is. I don't care what your sexuality is. Now, on the cool, you keep that homo shit over there, though. You know what I'm saying? We can be cool, but don't come at me with that bullshit. You know
I would say like I tell my brother, man, I love you to death. Just don't hug me.
Yeah, straight up, for real. Like, hey, you know, this shit right here, dog. You know, but I mean, like that's what it's all built on, man. Like I don't give a fuck about none of that shit that so-called defines you. I don't give a fuck about your political beliefs, your spiritual beliefs. You know, don't let your economic status divide us. Like that's one of the rules in All About the Culture. No divisive tools in here. We're not gonna talk about nobody color. We're not gonna talk about their religion. We're not gonna talk no politics. We're not doing none of that shit. You know what I mean?
You know what, bro? Come think about it. I don't think I've ever seen none of that talked about in that group. So definitely big up to you guys for keeping that out of the group for sure.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Fuck all that shit. Together we are strong people. And once again, that's something that I got from Zero. Together we are strong people. It's off the Gon' Eat track, off of the Pressure album.
Have you noticed hashtag All About the Culture?
I mean, I posted.
No, I'm saying outside of you, have you noticed people using that?
I mean, I don't look it up, really, to be honest, man.
I don't either, but that's what I'm getting at. Cause I don't either, but I see it. I randomly see people, you know, they'll post their music and then hashtag All About the Culture. You know what I mean? So I thought that was dope. Instead, for instance, one artist that used the hashtag All About the Culture last week was AB Da Vinci out of Austin, Texas. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He opened up for Paul Wall in Beeville last week. You know what I mean? So I was out there hanging out with everybody, posting videos and shit. And that's what he posted. Hashtag All About the Culture.
That's dope. That's
dope. What I mean? So that's what I love. And that's why I say this is more than a Facebook group, bro.
Yeah.
Like you bringing people together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't even know AB was in this group. You know what I mean? I met AB on the Afro Man tour last month.
Right.
You know what I mean? So to see him posting hashtag All About the Culture and to see him posting in the group, I'm like, shit. That's dope. Shit. You know what I mean?
Dope.
That's dope. It's for like you never know who's in that bitch. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, 19,000 strong right now.
Yeah, we're only almost 20,000 strong now, man. That's a lot of motherfuckers, man.
Yeah. Has there been any celebrities or big name artists that's been a part of it or like posted in the group or you know what I mean commented on posts?
I mean, shit, OG Point Blank posting that bitch on the regular.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? On the regular, like Point Blank stay in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Now he be in like 100 other motherfucking groups too, but he makes sure that he posting all about the culture. You know,
and that's what I love the OGs in Houston, man. Because like I said, it's different. They actually support the underground artists.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They support the movements. They support the culture, and that's dope. Being from New York, the mecca of hip hop.
Yeah.
It's not, and I can say it's not like that in New York. You know what I mean? The OGs don't show love to the underground artists, and vice versa too. The underground artists don't look at the OGs up north or in New York, whatever, as the OGs. It's like, oh, I'm better than this old ass nigga. You know what I mean? That's one thing I love about the culture in Houston, man. The OGs look, you know what I mean, they give the respect and to the younger guys, and the younger guys give the respect to the OGs and show homage to them.
Yeah.
So that's dope as fuck, for real.
Yeah. See, when we first created All About the Culture, you know what I mean? Like, I already knew that, you know, we couldn't do anything without the OG's blessing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's not why I showed them the love, but that was what happened after I started showing them the love. You know what I mean? Like, they started rocking with us, man. You know what I mean? And it ain't just that we support them on Facebook, because on the cool, I pull up on you.
And that's where it's at, bro. That's what a lot of people don't realize, man. The yous in the world, the Bretts in the world. You know what I mean? Y'all actually pull up and show love. We was in fucking Austin. It was one of the stops on the Afro Man tour. Next thing I know, Brett's calling my phone. Jay, where you at? I'm here. I'm like, oh shit, okay. You know what I mean? Like, but that's how Brett's always been. You know what I mean? Like, if he fuck with you and you the same way, and I love that shit, bro. Because it's one thing to say you rock with somebody and, man, you could share a post, or you could buy a track, or whatever it is, how you show support. And I'm not down to anybody. But, man, you really want to show support, come to our fucking shows. Show face at our shows.
Fucking right.
You know what I mean? And that's dope, bro. That's dope as fuck, for real.
I mean, it got to the point where I was pulling up in Houston so motherfucking much that motherfuckers forgot I'm from the boot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that's when we first met. I thought you lived in Houston because you was every weekend you posting in Houston.
Yeah. I was going through some shit, man. I had 2 surgeries, so I was down for a while from work, had a lot of free time, a little bit of change to do some shit with, and was like, fuck it, man. I mean, you know, the way I see it, man, is, you know, the OGs got me through everything I went through in life, through their music. You know what I'm saying? And when I finally started getting my little change and started being able to show some love, who else I'm going to show it to but the motherfuckers that helped me? You know what I mean? So I started pulling up on them. And, man, like, I've been shown, like, unspeakable hospitality. You know what I mean? And I'm forever humbled by that. And I ain't no humble motherfucker. You know what I mean? But I that shit humbles me. Like, I'm honored.
No, man. Where do you think where do you want to see this group go? Like, what's your final goal for this group?
I don't think I got
one overall goal.
I think we already there. Just we're gonna ride this bitch out and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see what shake, man. I mean, I feel like we've established ourselves in the community. You know, we support positivity. We promote unity. So I feel like we've already established ourselves. Now we have our foundation. I mean, however tall this motherfucking building get, that's how tall it get.
Yeah.
You know, but it was started with a purpose and for a reason, you know what I mean? And we live and we prove that reason every day, you know, with our unity, you know?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I truly believe, like, the sky's the limit is with this group, man, because it's more than a group. It's a fucking movement. And I can't say that enough. It's a fucking movement.
Yeah.
And to see the growth in this group, how genuine it is. I mean, and that's why I love what I'm seeing with this group, man. It's the growth is genuine with it. So it's like, damn, what's next? You know what I mean? Today it's at 19,000, just under 20,000. Shit, next year this time to be at 50,000, 70,000. You know what I mean? And what I love about this group, it's not like I said, it's growth it's genuine growth. You know what I mean? It's not like every day y'all posting, yo, invite your people. No, you let it genuinely grow. And I love that about this group. And I think that's why there's so much interaction in the group, because it's people in that group that actually want to be there and not just a bunch of people. You got thousands of people inviting thousands of random ass people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
So
you
I
see,
definitely
when I was first starting the group, I kind of had the shit mapped out, man. I was like, for us to have a successful group, we got to have people that post the content. We got to have people that interact with the content. So I went seeking people out that I was meeting from all the other groups, the K Reno groups, the SUC groups, just the 713, you know what I mean? Like all that shit. People that were
big shout out to the 7113, man. They actually shared one of my shows. I was like, oh shit, I'm doing something right if I got them sharing my shit. What up, Cody?
Yeah, so I actively seeked out people that would be active in the group. You know what I mean? And they decided to come in with us, and thankful to them. That's like our founding members. You know what I mean? I invited people from all the groups that I was in, and man, I'm in about 30 of them. I ain't joined no new ones in a minute, except for the day. But I mean, like people from all those groups came together and all about the culture, and it became what it is now. You know what I mean?
Man, I love it, bro. And I invited my cousin, man. He's another podcaster out of New York. You know what I mean? So this goes back to what I was saying earlier, how like so many connections are being made through this group, because I know he plays a lot of artist music from Houston, and that came about through the group. You know what I mean? So that's another dope thing. It's another outlet for these artists to get their music played on the East Coast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's real dope. Man, in saying that, man, we both big into the hip hop industry, man. We've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Do you feel that hip hop or just music in general is going in the right direction?
I'm an old head. You know what I mean? So to be honest, man, I guess it don't really. Nah, fuck that. It's not. It's not. It's not.
Hold on. What was your first response going to be? I'm intrigued on this. What was your first response about to be?
Evolution. Things have to evolve to remain. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that ever stays the same lasts very long. You know what I mean? So things do have to evolve to remain established where they're at, you know?
Yeah.
Now, generally speaking of hip hop, I don't fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
You know,
man, I asked you that because that's my number one go-to. Fuck no, right?
Yeah.
And I asked the artist that artist that question a while back, probably sometime last year, and they really made me think about my fuck no answer, right? Because at the end of the day, being old school and loving that old school sound, right?
Yeah.
Old school lyricist, boom bap style, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not gonna get that these days.
Right.
But what we fail to realize, I know what I failed to realize when this artist told me this, music's not made for our generation. Like, fuck our generation. So I had to think about that. It's like, you know what? You're right. I don't think it's going in the right direction, but the music's not made for our ears anymore.
Right.
It's made for that younger generation. So in saying that, with the narrative they pushing, music's right where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I agree.
We agree to it or not. You know what I mean? Me personally, I stopped listening to hip hop a long time ago. Before I started this podcast, only thing I listen to is gospel music. You know what I mean? I lost faith in hip hop. I'm a perfect song. Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Quadruple fucking platinum. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this chick is singing about something we eat and our struggles every fucking day, and she done went quadruple platinum.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Everybody in the comments, everybody watching the future. I don't know if she went quadruple platinum, but y'all get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's why I love doing what I'm doing. You got Kenny Gemini, you got Bobby Bliss, you got Jack the Ripper. Those 3 artists I manage, man, they're old school lyricists. You know what I mean?
Right.
Old school boom bap lyricists. You got T Phenomenon, Houston's first comedic hip hop artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All my artists do something different.
Yeah.
Even artists I don't manage, Clark Kent, Delonte, fucking Drew 5-2, A Real. You know what I mean? Like they all tell the story. Hood life like a motherfucker. Hell yeah, Tone Hood life like a mother. I call Tone Hood life the Mexican DMX. You know what I mean? That boy is a beast with it. Dusty said peanut butter jelly time.
Yeah, I mean, on the cool, man, I'm just thankful that, you know, the OGs that raised me through their music are still making music.
Man, yes.
You know what I'm saying? When I was 13, 14, 15, listening to K Reno, and then he just dropped 2 albums last year. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Zero just dropped Ghetto Gospel this year. You know what I'm saying? A couple years ago, he dropped Pressure. You know, he been let it known that he got 5, 6, 7, 8, 20, 30, 40 motherfucking albums still on deck. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, even if the people I listen to quit making music, they got enough music in their hard drives to release something different every year for the next 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's still going to be jamming.
Facts. Man, we did a show in Hollywood for I hosted Afro Man's birthday party in Hollywood a few weeks ago. Bro, basically I'm telling this story because I wish I would have got this kid and his parents' information. I would have had him on my show. Man, we had Mr. Mix from 2 Live Crew. He was up there doing his thing. You know what I mean? And he's jamming. He's jamming out all these old school songs and everything. And this little kid, probably 11 years old at max. And he's word for word. I'm just watching him. I'm standing on the side of the stage and I'm just watching him. And he's jamming out and jamming out. So I'm telling myself, I got to get this kid on stage. Like, this is rare. You really, these young kids don't know nothing about our music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get on stage and I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this kid is. I said, I don't even know if he's loud enough to be in this bitch. He old enough to be in this bitch. I said, boy, he here. I said, I don't know who the fuck his parents are, but they raising him right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So his dad was like, yeah, that's my son. I said, man, come on stage. I brought him on stage in front of hundreds of people. You know what I mean? And just gave him the flowers. Man, it was dope, bro. Brought him in VIP for the rest of the show. You know what I mean? His dad even looks at him was like, you know, we in VIP because of you. So little man looks at me and I'm like, I give him a thumbs up. Like, that's true, bro. You know what I mean? Got him to meet Afro Man later on the night. Afro Man on stage while he performed. Little man literally standing on the steps on stage right next to me. You know what I mean? Right next to me in security. And every single song, word for word, he's just singing it, right? And I'm like, yo, Afro Man, you gotta check this cat out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, that shit.
Yeah, that's dope.
Man, that shit is dope, bro. And that's why I love doing what I'm doing. So as long as we have parents of our age that fuck a bedtime story, throw some K Reno on, throw some Nas on, you know what I mean? Throw some old school lyricists on, man. So that was dope. And that's one thing I'm gonna try to make a post on Facebook and try to find this kid and his family. I want them on my show, bro. Cause this shit was super dope, man. Like I had to bring them on stage, bro. That shit was dope. For real.
It's like last time earlier this year, man. I forget with April, I think. When I took my oldest daughter to a Zero concert, you showed the picture of her with him. Yeah, that shit was dope. She's 16, man. Well, she was 15 at the time. You know what I'm saying? We in the club.
Winters, huh?
Yeah, winter. We in the club, you know what I'm saying? She 15 years old, rocking out to Zero. You know what I'm saying? Like, love that shit, man. My family love that shit, man.
Yeah, that's dope. Like I said, like that's what we talked about earlier. Be able to experience it with your family, especially your kids, man, and they look doing it. You know what I mean? That's the blessing right there. That's definitely a blessing, man, for real. Man, what advice would you give to the next generation pursuing their goals and dreams, whether it's music or whatever it is they doing?
Don't fucking stop and don't listen to nobody.
There you go. I like it, plain and simple.
Yeah, don't stop. Keep pushing, and don't listen to nobody. Unless everybody telling you garbage, then you need to quit. You know what I'm saying? If everybody telling you garbage, you need to quit. Change your career path.
Yeah, listen up, for real. Yo, big shout outs Dion Garcia, A1 Music Empire in the building. We were just talking about you, Dion, for real. Yeah. We just talking about you, one of the rarest real breeds in the industry, man.
No bullshit, man. Hey, I linked up with Dion through All About the Culture, man. And then me and Ken ended up going on the radio with him a few times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yo, Dion, talking about the radio with Dion, right? Y'all want to hear a crazy story how me and Dion actually met? So normal Facebook back and forth, you know what I mean? He sees the grind and shit. And then I shared, actually, it popped up today as a Dion. This is crazy, Dion, if you're still watching. It popped up today as a memory on Facebook. I shared a flyer he posted where he was interviewing Mike Prince and Creative Comedy, Reese from Creative Comedy.
Yeah, okay,
I posted it, and I shared it, and he commented. He was like, "Man, appreciate you sharing." I was like, "No problem, man." He was like, "Matter of fact, pull up."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, mind you, up until that point, I didn't know who Dion was outside of Facebook. We never met in person. We never actually talked. So our very first conversation we had in person was at the radio station. Him inviting me out to co-host the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So big shout out to Dion, man. He a real one. Everything he ever said he would do, he made happen. For real, he definitely kept his word, man. There's nothing but love and respect for that man right there.
Straight up.
My guy right there. Man, if you had a chance to collab with some artists, man, who would it be?
I mean, I can't really collab with nobody. I'm not a rapper.
Well, that's what I should let me rephrase that. Like, just collabing anything we do in our industry. You know what I mean? Whether it's put a show together, a concert together, you know what I mean? Who would you want to work with?
I mean, shit. Number one, Zero. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm a motherfucking roadhead till I'm dead, straight like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, South Park Coalition, man. I mean, that's where it's at. You know what I mean? I would like to see Pharaoh. You know what I mean? Street Military. You know? I mean, them guys, man. I mean, that's the OG shit.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah. I fucking like it. Man, we're gonna go ahead and end this, bro. But I will see you Saturday, bro. For real, it's gonna be dope. We about to turn the fuck up on Saturday. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, y'all like, Jay, what's going on Saturday? I want to be there. Man, everybody pull on up. It is a free event. Harlem Clark Kent's 31st birthday bash at the Social Circle 211, located at 14571 South Main Street, Houston, Texas, 77035. Like I said, this Saturday, August 24th from 6 p.m. to midnight. Artists on stage. First artist performing will be Jack the Ripper, the legend out of Galveston, Texas, at 7 p.m. You don't want to miss it. We got Casualties Barbecue. My guy Tony with the good brisket.
Yeah.
Bringing the food. Man, we're going to have some goodie bag vendors there. Man, y'all don't want to miss it. It's going to be a blast. Man, before we go, anything else you want to say, brother?
Nah, man. I mean, just all the artists out there, man, keep doing what you're doing. You know, All About the Culture was built for you to promote yourself. Use that tool. You know what I'm saying? I don't benefit from nothing. You're the only one that benefits from it by gaining exposure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So this shit was built for you, and use it.
Yes, sir. Man, I appreciate you, Phatboy. I appreciate you what you do for the community, for the culture, bro. Man, it's gonna be dope. It's actually the first time we'll actually be meeting in person on Saturday, so that's gonna be dope too, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
In saying that, this your boy Reckless Talk with the Reckless Talk Podcast, Reckless Talk Sports Podcast, Reckless Talk Management and Promotions, A1 Music Empire, 1836 Entertainment, Houston City Beat. We are the storytellers of Houston. Man, big shout outs to our sponsors, Otto's Root Beer, the greatest root beer on earth, brewed in Huntsville, Texas by Brew Nation. Always support local, old school, family recipe from the 1950s. And of course, we got J-Rag Distribution and LLC. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to get some good old Otto's Root Beer. And then we have Smash Wagon, the greatest burgers on earth, goes amazing with some Otto's Root Beer. They are a food truck. Big shout out to them. In a few weeks, they are opening their first restaurant in Beaumont, Texas. So y'all definitely go show some love and support. And then, of course, we have our newest sponsor, Hoodlum Nature Records, man. We truly appreciate appreciate you guys. Also, if you guys are into poetry, erotic poetry, man, check out Love Spell by Lavonia Graham. Man, it is on Bookleaf Publishing, Amazon, and fuck, I forgot the other place. Barnes and Noble. She in the background yelling. Barnes and Noble.
You gonna make sure you goddamn.
Barnes and Nobles already over 15,000 copies sold overseas, man. Let's get those numbers up, man. It's gonna be dope, man. Like I said, Barnes and Nobles, Bookleaf Publishing, Amazon. Go get your hard copies. We'll be having a book signing soon. Yo, Houston, man, we appreciate y'all. We out of here. H-Town, stand up.